Sometimes I feel like I should try a different angle with this camera so you can see the whole kitchen. I look around, it's going to be complicated to find a spot without a microphone, a wireless microphone, which I got, but I have to get a charging station type of deal. Man, I get a kick out of these people. AI data centers suck. Who's going to stop them? I just laugh. You really think that anybody's going to be able to stop this shit? Do you think when the government makes up their mind they're going to do something, anybody's going to be able to stop it? Like with atomic warfare, did you have a vote on whether or not we were going to bomb the Japanese? I'm screaming out the window. The neighbor can hear me. I'm screaming about bombing the Japanese. Ridiculous. I didn't mention the sauce you need yesterday. It was so good. I'm making it again because I got just enough for one more. I use cheap soy sauce. Cook once I got the chicken done a little bit. I use soy sauce. That really what it does is kind of steams and boils it up a little better. And then this is the best stir fry sauce in the country. Trust me. Hibachi. I was a former hibachi chef. Whether or not I was the best hibachi chef ever, I did it for a while as a job. I didn't show this sauce last time. Do you think anybody's stopping these AI centers? Do you really believe that? These flock cameras, these AI centers, total control by the government. Do you really think anybody's going to stand in the way? I'm not saying I don't want to. I'm saying, are you going to lay down your life for it? Who's going to lay down their life? Who's going to stand up and really lay down their life to make a change? I think we all know the answer to that question. Nobody's gonna. Nobody's gonna stand in the way. They're gonna build these AI data centers one way or another. One way or another. They don't care what you think. Now, don't get me wrong. Keep fighting the good fight. Especially in Wisconsin, it sucks. They're taking it's just horrible what they're doing. But it's a national security issue. AI data centers are going to dictate war. Don't you realize that? That's what they want it for. Specialized algorithms are going to dictate how they attack certain countries or how they shut down, It's going to be a war of AI. Literally. Wars of it. You think that the government's gonna just say, oh, okay, the American people would rather go back to living with horses and having a community and having friends and family and self-worth and self-value, and we should stop this nonsense and stop polluting and destroying the country and let's go back to the old ways. Do you really think that's ever gonna happen? You gotta be like, I love y'all, but you gotta be crazy if any one of you really believes that there's some sort of whimsical, mystical way that the world's gonna go back to that we're not on a death spiral, right to the inevitable. The only way we go back to horses and self-worth and value is when the whole system collapses because of all-out warfare, and we probably won't be around to see it. So. Fight the good fight, I get it, and you don't want it in your neighborhood, and maybe some people are actually, I highly doubt anybody's stopping it, I don't know. You see more of it taken over than you see anybody stopping anything. I'm just saying. And then now all there is on, I think that my videos, as much as we can all agree they suck, this form of, I don't think I'd call it entertainment, but this form of, what would you call it? YouTube, I guess entertainment. So if you're watching it, I guess you'd consider it entertainment. It's going to come back. How many of these documentaries now can you watch that, how many of these documentaries are you going to be able to watch that are narrated by AI? Jesus Christ. It'd be one thing if it was all David Attenborough or something, but he's not giving his consent. Seriously, I put on like 3 documentaries. They all look good. And they've all had like 40,000 views in the last 8 days. So I was all excited because I'm a huge documentary guy. Huge. Love it. You're getting information like this one was on the Dells. You're getting information. You're getting it's everything I like. It's intellectual. It's you learn something new. It's educational, I should say. And now you click one on, you're all excited to sit down and make a meal and sit down next to it, and it's all AI. The same monotone voice the whole time. And somehow it's got 40-some thousand views. No fucking way. There's no fucking way in 8 days 40,000 people sat there and said, yeah, I'll watch this with AI and the fake distortion on the picture to make it look like an old VHS. Come on. There is no fucking way 40,000 people watch that. It's all rigged. Like we were just talking about the market yesterday. It's so fucking rigged. So I got this already ready to go. Marinating. Dude, it's fucking straight up horseshit, horse cocks. Okay? No fucking way 40,000 people turned on this little documentary about fucking our little town of water parks in Wisconsin, and said, oh yeah, that AI narrator is so good, I'm gonna watch this whole documentary. No, they got everybody to click it because they put a good fucking cover on it, a good AI cover art. They said a couple little things in the beginning or they get you hooked into a commercial, and then you scan ahead to see if it's still the same narrator, and you turn it off and they count it as a view. Or they got Chinese bots giving it thumbs up. Like, the whole thing's fucking rigged. It's just so sickening. Don't get me wrong. I certainly can't use AI like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you. I'm just telling you. There's no way anybody... I love documentaries. Nobody's going to stick it out on these things where it's the same voice. Oh, it's horrible. How monotonous it is. They don't even take the time to, like, change it a little. Like, maybe somehow use AI to change its what a fucking world, man. So now we gotta live in AI data centers, and then, you know, obviously we're gonna find out that they're nothing but cancerous, which we're never gonna stop. They're raising all the electrical bills. I mean, complaining's easy. I'm not even gonna complain about that, but complaining about just there's no stopping. I get a kick out of all these people. They're going to tie themselves to signs. They're whatever. And then they cut down. I get a kick out of them. Go ahead. Look, I'm not against them. Hell yeah. If you're going to cut down flock cameras, good for them. Whatever. I could care less. But it's just going to be the taxpayer paying all of it. You act like the company's going to pay. You act like they're not going to... You act like it's not going to end up hitting us. People act that way. Not you per se, but they act like that. Like... Yeah, right. Until what? Until what? They come up with a new plan. They start using cheap drones that fly, that you can't shoot down, that are, you know what I mean? Or they use satellites. I just can't take it. Did you see that? Chicken went right over the edge. Only videos that do good anyway are the ones I get mad and something goes wrong. Throwing them back in, I don't care. Don't tell me you wouldn't. Fucking unreal. You see it flip out? That's alright. I'll eat it right off the floor. I don't give a shit. Unreal. I always got bad luck. I'm sure it happens to everybody. See, I added a little, this one has a little too much moisture in the chicken, so it's going to be hard to cook it down into a sauce. The chicken breast was a little bigger, so I shouldn't have used as much oil, and I probably used a little too much, but I'll cook it down. You can always cook it down. But you got to get it nice and hot then. It's going to take a little while, and you're going to have it on high to cook this sauce down into, so you can start to get it to, you have to cook the flavor in, or it's just going to dissipate right away. You have to cook it right onto the chicken, into like a layer, like cake it on. That's the only way you're going to make it the way I'm trying to explain how to do it. You can do whatever the F you want. But the only way to really, you got to burn that flavor in, so when the chicken goes in, it maintains the flavor. Otherwise, it's just going to taste like diluted, I don't know how to say it. So I'm really, you have to really caramelize that sauce into an almost a burn. You're almost burning it in a way. It's a slow burn. Turns darker and darker and darker. Starts to caramelize the chicken, and then it won't come off when it gets put into a liquid. Otherwise, you defeat the whole purpose. You might as well just throw the white chicken breast right in there. But boy, this was so good yesterday. I was like, I'm making it again. And then I was like, I'm gonna watch this really cool documentary, and sure enough, monotone voice. No, and the Wisconsin Dells had a history of water parks. Nobody goes. Like, I think that long form videos are going to start to make a comeback. Hopefully I'll be on the first wave of like long form videos making a comeback. When people finally get sick of the same fucking thing over and over. When they finally get sick of clicking on women showing, when they finally realize they can just go to a porn website and then spend the rest of the time listening to something else instead of just clicking the same TikToks over and over and over. It's coming back. I got this gut feeling that you can do it too. That normal people's lives are more interesting than the nonsense that they're spewing out there. See how the sauce all cooked off? This is where you're making your money, right here. This is where you make your money. You're keeping it moving, getting a layer on it that's not going to come off. Getting that nice cooked in, burnt in. You can smell it. It's like this really sweet, tangy, burny. See the bottom of the pan? Almost black, but not black. Get what I mean? Just like that. You see that crispy? Boom. Fantastic. It's going to be awesome. I'm so like I don't want to complain. I gotta start saying stuff differently because I'm not upset about it. Every single title I see on YouTube's the same thing. Like, it's the end for everything from, like, if I watch stocks, this week's the Great Depression. If I'm watching stocks, and everything's the end. Like, all these big YouTubers say the same thing over and over, and it's never the end. It never will be the end. Because when it's the end, how are they going to have a video on it? You get what I mean? If it's really the end, you ain't going to need to watch a YouTube video. If it's the end of all stocks and it's a stock Great Depression crash like every single video says, do you think you'll have to watch a video about it? You won't have a retirement account left. I mean, all you have to do is look at your bank. Your 401k will be gone. I get a kick out of that. I wore a fucking shitty shirt today. All black stains on it already. One day I'm going to set my hand right on that son of a bitch. Camera. I looked at the camera, said camera. My grandma and older lady people have them caps for that reason. Just look at this chicken, okay? That's all I want to tell you. Before you think I'm wrong. Look at that. Look at this chicken. Just look at the color. You get good at it. Man, is it good. But get that sauce. It's expensive. $6, $7. It's worth it. I'm cheap as fuck. If I tell you to get it, go get it and try it. I could eat this every day, but I don't want to wear it all either, you know? But I had enough to do 2 days in a row, so that's what I'm doing. The end. The housing market's going to crash. It's the end. All the stocks are going to crash. It's the end. Every single video title. It's the only thing that'll sell. And then they'll put a girl next to it on the cover. That has nothing to really do with it. Like they'll put a random hot girl next to the... Well, I thought we were talking about stocks. Yeah, well, this girl's going to need a place to stay and maybe she can stay with you. We're so desensitized that there has to be in the title, it has to have sex. It has to say the end. It's got to be big yellow or red letters. I read the what to do on YouTube shit. I did. I used to. I don't anymore. I gave up on it. It's going to be like, put a half-closed hot girl on your every title screen. Use big red or yellow lettering. Don't use big words. Be suggestive sexually. Be suggestive on your titles negatively. You know? Everything violence. Even if it's a stock video, go watch these guys like Meet Kevin. The world's coming to an end and he'll have a face like, why? And then he'll say something, when you click on it, he'll say, just another day in the stock market world. They were promising that this stock would go up and down. Fucking crazy, man. This, you can't afford to live. That's a big one now. Nobody can afford to live. Oh, yeah? Well, I don't see him doing anything about it. And I remember this same shit in 2008 when I was living in Texas and gas was like $5 or $6 a gallon, and that was back when that was per hour. That's all you made in minimum wage. Somehow we all lived and we're here, and that was 15, 20 years ago. We were stealing DVDs to survive, to fill a gas tank, selling DVDs to corner stores. It went on for a long, good year or something, too, if you don't remember. You might not remember if you're not 40. It went on and on. It was craziness. It was $5 a gallon. And, fuck if it wasn't bad, man. 10-gallon tank, $50-$60, and that back then, that's like $200 today. Fucking crazy, man. It was a wild times in Texas. People were going nuts. Low-level drug dealers were having a hard time filling their gas tanks. Dead serious, because I knew them. Selling crack rocks for $5-$10, and they could hardly fill their gas tanks up. It got fucking nuts. People are delivering drugs on bicycles. Fucking crazy shit, man. So, and we made it. So, it's fun titles and stuff, but none of the videos even reflect the titles, and eventually people are... I'm already wore out clicking them, so other people must be. I've been really into Jesse Michaels lately. American Alchemy. About UFOs. He's fantastic if you haven't found him. Even him, you gotta pick and choose the videos. He's awesome, but some of the guests are so full of shit that it's hard to even watch. You know, 1 out of 5 of his guests will come on and they seem like they got some real UFO information. The rest of them seem like they abducted me because they wanted my sexual love potion and shit. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody wants your fucking sexual love. People have such a hard time. When you get older, when you're young, you have this perception that you're so important. And then when you get older like me, people don't want to fucking have to wake up and admit that they're not that important. So they come up with these huge fucking things to believe. And you see a lot in older women. Trust me. Crazy talk. Where they'll say, aliens abducted me because they're so important. And it becomes such ridiculousness that it wrecks the whole community, because I really believe there could be aliens here. I really do. Just because I love physics. And physics says that we don't know everything. And there's a possibility that space and time can be defeated with the right technology. Anti-gravity. And it's really a possible thing. So that's so interesting in itself. Why not focus on that? Why would we focus on the fucking absolute bizarre shit that is so outrageous nobody's ever gonna believe it? It starts out good, like, okay, this craft was by a nuclear hangout facility, but okay, I'm buying it. I'm in this. You're a retired general with the military. And then, like, out of nowhere, they get addicted to the attention they get for one little thing. They seen one email or something that was classified. It was real. It had good information. It's interesting enough to make a whole hour video about. And they have to go on this wild topic about how they were chosen. Like, they're so special. The aliens came from a whole nother planetary system for some fat guy. Nobody. We need to mix our aliens with this guy. He's so special. God complex. He's chosen. They all seem to end up that way, don't they? But once in a while, out of 5 people, 6, 7, 8 people, you find some fucking brilliant fucking scientists, or like Eric Weinstein that comes on there. He's a real kind of cocky son of a bitch. Real kind of jerky, arrogant, brilliant scientist, mathematician. He's tough, though. It's always about him. All he does is talk about himself. But I guess if you're that smart, he's probably perhaps the smartest guy on planet Earth. Probably is. So, if you're the smartest guy on planet Earth, then I suppose you're allowed to... It's distasteful, but you're allowed to boast all the time, and that's all he does. All he does is boast about how smart he is, but he's fucking brilliant. Check him out if you haven't. Eric Weinstein. His math checks out. Dude's like just one of them people that was born so gifted that he not only is probably the most brilliant person on earth, but he actually can, like, live a relatively normal life without, like, disabilities, you know, like autism or something. Like, he doesn't seem to be on the spectrum. He's got an ego spectrum, but he went on a rant the other day about how they were copying him and they were building programs just to replicate his brain, and half of it might be true, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, some of it might be true, but the way he goes on about himself, it's tough. It's tough. You think I'm bad, you should hear this guy. But anyway, I went on too long about him. But yeah, so I've been into aliens a lot, but I went through just about all of Jesse Michaels. And then Rogan brought him on this week, and he's tamed down. I'm never going to say nothing negative about Jesse Michaels. He's fantastic. There's not much more I can say. He reminds me of my buddy Nick. He's open-minded. He looks like my buddy Nick. He's open-minded, like my buddy. And he just tries to get to the bottom of stuff, and he lets people talk, and he's non-judgmental. I can't say anything bad about that about him. The only thing I can say is that he's related to big people, you know? And he just wasn't there on accident, okay? He moved to Austin to be with Rogan. He lives in Austin. Listen, there was no accident. Does he deserve to be there? I think so. I do. He's a great guy. He's great for the position he's filled. And he's brilliant. And he's fucking brilliant, too. He conceptualizes ideas a lot better than almost anybody on earth, I'd say. He's the most conceptual person. Like, he can look at something and organize it better than anybody else on earth. Between various different, like, professional levels and how everything ties together, I think he's the best in the world. But don't think it was just all, like, by happenstance. He's tied right in with the Rogan sphere. They made him seem like he was out on his own island there when he was getting all these views, and come to find out his grandpa or his godfather is they made a documentary about his godfather on fucking Netflix about he's that psychologist, paranormal and whatever psychologist that did, like, different, was counselor to all the stars, and then, you know, he's friends with Rogan, real deep friendship, and there's so much more. I'm not jealous, or I'm not trying to be like he doesn't deserve it. He does. He absolutely does. I'm just saying, in this world, everything's connected, and you don't see it. You don't see it. Everything is connected, and they try to hide it. They don't want you to know that anybody got help or whatever, unless they want you to know. So, like, Matt Switch doesn't just gonna wake up and 1 million people and one day have 1 million views on his channel because I'm some good person or something. It's not gonna happen. Not only, well, I shouldn't even, if I was as brilliant as them, maybe it could happen. I don't know. If I came up with some mathematical equation that for the life, then maybe. But I highly fucking enjoy Super Capacity Plus Maytag Advanced Cooking System, it says. This is a fucking, not even a big one. This ain't even a big stove. What kind of word salad bullshit is that? Maytag Super Advanced Cooking System Super Capacity Plus. So Super Capacity wasn't enough. They had to throw a plus in there. What a bunch of sick bastards. Oh, I've been going through so much depression. I did a fucking 2-hour video on bipolar depression, and I deleted it before starting this one. Because it's the only thing that helps, talking to the camera. So you're lucky you didn't have to hear 2 hours of me talking about how low bipolar depression can make a person feel. That was what I was gonna release it today, and I watched it, like part of it, because I was editing it, and I thought, Switch, this one ain't gonna go over well, man. You're gonna sound fucking horrible, as if you don't already. But anyway, I had to eat it again. It's cheap. I had all the ingredients. I buy chicken by the whatever, the big pack, and I put it away one at a time. And I know exactly what she wants. Attention, I guess. I thought she wanted to go. Oh, usually that's what it is. Anyway, I have no idea what I even said in this video. That's the funny part. When you're making videos, you forget everything you've said until you watch it back for editing or whatever. Crazy. It's really weird. I suggest you all do it. I wish you guys the best of luck today and this week. I hope something goes your way. Hope something might happen to go my way. And that would be awesome. I just hope something good happens for everybody that watches my videos this week, because I think we all need a break. Like one little, one fresh little nugget of a break, you know, in life would be just fantastic for every one of us. Have a good day. Or until I see you later tonight when I make another video.